Yo, 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 Boogie! We are back for y'all's favorite late night podcast that we sometimes shoot during the day. I'm Nate Galloway,
I'm Adrian Brandyberg.
and this is Late Night with Nate and Adrian. Just wait for those bombs to come through. Shout out to the day ones. Like, subscribe on all of your podcast platforms. Boogie! How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm doing great. I got a little I'm a little congested, a little hoarse, so I apologize if you hear
A little under
a
the
little
weathers.
a little cough drop in my mouth. If I sound like I got something, it's a little, I'm whole, it's a little cough, but I'm getting it together. So yeah.
Hot toddy season, boogies.
It
You
is
got
a
to go
hot
ahead and
toddy.
start pulling them up.
Yeah, hot toddies with the teas and whatnot. So yeah, I'm definitely
Drop a little cough drop in there too.
yeah, getting all my liquids in. But outside of that, I'm doing lovely. I'm feeling great. I will say I set up an appointment for a to see an ophthalmologist so
Okay.
I can see if I could do laser, if I'm a good candidate for
Oh,
laser.
about to get
I
that Lasix.
Yeah, I know we talked about my eyes last week. I just and that really took me aback. I really
On your
was like,
spirit, what you're saying.
yeah, I was holding on to it for a while. So I
Okay.
was like, you know what? Let me see if I could do something about it.
So let me ask you, all right, so are you really ready to let go of the frames? How long has it been? You been wearing glasses your whole life, or has this been like an adult thing?
Great question. So when I was in grade school, yeah, I wore glasses for like a season, and then
Okay,
I
okay.
and then I sat on a pair of frames. I sat on my frames, and my mom was like, "Well,
Oh
you ain't
man.
you ain't get no glasses."
Yo, this is like so. I am a lifer when it comes to glasses
Okay.
as well, and it was you better not lose these. You better
Yep.
not break them.
Yep.
They're expensive, and the
Yep.
insurance is only paying for one pair. It's not
Only
like
one
how it is
pair.
now.
Nah, 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 not anymore. You can go online and get a pair of 30 for
59.
$5.99. Seriously. No, but yeah, consistently I've been wearing glasses on and off for about 4 or 5 years. So
And you're
I
really ready to let this go, Boogie? Are you really ready to let the frames go?
yeah. I'm so
That was
used to
quickness.
I'm so accustomed to not wearing glasses that, again, just to remind people, I do not need to wear glasses all the time. I just need to wear glasses when I'm reading something or when I'm close to a screen, just because I have astigmatism. So yeah,
I mean, Sexy Red said the niggas love the glasses,
true
so
that, true that. I will say it is. I will miss the because I'm already putting in the ether that I'm going to be
right.
a good candidate for it. But your eyes have to be like bad.
I did not
And
know that. I thought it was
yeah,
you got the money. We gonna chop them up. Let's
uh,
do this.
yeah. Don't say it like that. Let me destroy your eye real quick,
Let me go
just
ahead
so
and
you
slice the little portion
right.
of this off.
Oh God, no! But you have to have you have to be within a certain like depth, your eye vision
One
or
to
whatnot.
glaucoma.
It- Ah, one to Stevie, where you at? One to Stevie, where are you?
It's kind of dark.
Oh, yeah.
You're a candidate.
I see figures. I only see figures, my guy.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, I wish you well on
Thank you so much.
on your eye journey.
Yeah. What about yourself? Would you be willing to do LASIX? I know you don't like to touch your
Um,
eyes or just that whole idea. Like, would you be up to it if you were a good candidate for it?
see, there's that portion of me that's like, do it,
Mhm.
But then, I'm scary boogie. You know me. Like I am
Yeah.
when it comes to
Yeah.
pain, I am the biggest baby there is. I
Mm,
am oh ouch,
right.
yeah, a splinter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trip to the ER.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I really want to go through that because
Mhm.
remember when there was like people who was killing themselves, and they was like, I can't take the pain from the LASIK, or they couldn't see. That's always one of them things that has been like,
Those
oh,
are anomalies. Those are
but see the way my life is set up, I could be that one anomaly. And I don't want to take
okay.
a chance. Plus, I look at Samuel L. Jackson, a lot of other cool people that have so many dope frames. I'm like, I could just be that guy.
True
And he
that.
has 1,001 frames, you
True.
know. So I'm like, I just
That's fair.
ride this thing on out.
That's fair. And plus, you have no hair. You're bald. So I mean, I ain't even say. Wait,
Because of your
wait,
baldness, the frames
wait.
complement your face very well.
That too, but I didn't mean to say it like that. But I'm just saying, like, you know how you have to have some type of balance on your
This is
face.
very true.
You take off your glasses, and you just,
It's a
you know.
face.
No, let me stop. Let me stop. I'm
I mean,
kidding. I'm
no,
kidding.
it's
Yeah.
it's funny because niggas be like, "Yo, when you be shaving your head, like, where do you stop at? Like, do you
Whoa.
they're like, do you know where your forehead?" And I was like, you know what, nigga, I still know where the hairline is at. You don't just
Yeah.
be shaving your forehead, but
Right.
I get what you mean because it's like, okay, when I was going through the balding, like, okay, it's leaving us. It was like you got to make a decision. I
Mm,
wasn't always like this bearded up, you know. I was like, maybe a little chin strap. We're gonna
right.
kind of thin it out, but then I was like,
You needed something.
there's no hair up here, so it was just like, let's just do a little flip, take the hair from the top and just put it right here, and
Yeah.
that's what we doing. That's just how it
I mean,
is,
you can always do it. You're very you could be like the common, you could be the common of
This is very
the.
true.
Yeah, I know a lot of
Dark
we
skin
know a
common.
lot of I was about to say it. We know a lot of bearded people that look great without having
Yeah,
any additional, adages to their, face.
I feel like the glasses would be the only thing that saves me from a lineup. If they was like, he was bald and bearded, all the bald and bearded black guys out here.
He was
I
like, "But
would,
did he have glasses?"
I was like,
No.
it's like, Nate, you're out the lineup. So,
Number 5, you can leave.
when we was in Atlanta, it was like it was like bald
Yeah.
and bearded, and
Yep.
I felt so out of place because I didn't have a brim on, and I was like, I don't got
Oh,
the
yeah.
gold chain or the
Yep.
brim. I was like, I'm
Yep.
letting the bald and bearded brethrens down. Like, what am I
Yeah.
doing here? Like,
You
it's
stood
quite
out
crazy.
though. You stood out.
I mean, if I could go back, okay, here's one thing though. If I would keep the glasses and being semi blind if I could go back to my wavy days. I would go back.
Oh.
And only because not because I don't look good with a bald head. I'm so thanking God that my head is not
Yeah.
oddly shaped or whatever. But the work that you have to do to maintain a bald head
Whew.
is more than getting a haircut. It is
It,
just like, yo,
it really is.
one speck of hair and y'all are on us. Like, nigga, your name should be Earl. You should
Yeah.
be a mechanic.
All
Or
right, Mr.
all the jokes.
Winslow. Yeah.
That one, Mr. Clean. I've heard them all, you
Cul-de-sac.
know. That one too. It's funny. I wrote a sketch and I was like, I could be Morris Peanut, like the stunt double for
Oh.
Morris Chestnut. And it was
Mm.
like I'd show up and they'd be like, yo,
Boo. No.
exactly. That was the premise. I would be like the worst stunt double in like stunt double history. And it was like, yeah, Morris Chestnut, 6'5", bald and chisel. And I show up in, my chubby
Where y'all
bald
need me
self.
at? Where y'all need? Where's my spot?
That sketch has not seen the light of day. Oh, but how you been otherwise though, outside of your glasses journey?
No,
How else
I've
has
been
things
good.
been
No,
going?
I've been good. I've been cruising along. Man, I can't
Okay.
believe I said this before. Man, this year is rolling on by. It's just
Yeah,
flying.
we're already in
And
October.
yeah. It's just it's flying by, and I'm ready to, to see what, quarter 3 looks like, cuz
That's
this is
right.
no, this is fourth quarter, excuse me. This is
Is it the
fourth
fourth quarter?
quarter.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's fourth quarter.
Ooh,
Excuse
yeah,
me.
damn.
My
So
bad.
yeah, damn. Because
We
October,
already
November, December. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we passed the third quarter. We on fourth quarter right now. So yeah. How you feeling though?
I'm good. I'm very well rested, due
Hey.
to all of my sleep sounds and everything. So I'm
Yeah.
good. Um, it has been it's been a chill week, but
Hey.
me and my neighbors, I kind of don't like to be bothered. You know, I taking the trash out. I kind of like to hide so they don't catch me when I'm bringing the cans in and out because I'm like, I don't want to converse. Like I just don't want to converse. And this week, I actually smoked with the neighbors. You know,
Whoa. Huh.
I know. You're just like, Nate, how do you go from hating these people
Look
to
at this
smoking with them?
progress right here.
And you know, I was in the garage and I was firing up the bong, and I don't normally hit the bong. It's a every once in a blue moon thing, and I was like, you know what? I'm feeling like hitting the bong. Let's do it.
I
So I
can't
got the bong.
believe you out here bonging it still. Man,
Yes, bong rips.
I remember when I first was introduced to drugs. I don't know why I said it like that. Boy, to
The
the
hard
Mary
stuff.
right, to the Mary Jane. And I was just so fascinated just by the technology of bongs in
Yeah,
general, and just looking at it and looking at people make do rips. I was just like, all right, let's do it. Let me try. Boy, oh boy.
man. Bong rips they really do send you to the moon. And I wasn't just like you know me, Boogie. I don't ever do just like one of anything. I'm like
Yeah, you're
Pringles,
not. Yeah,
once you pop the fun don't stop. It's
definitely
like
not a
Lay's.
singular guy.
No, it wasn't a bong rip, it was rips. Okay. So I'm
You
out
tore
here,
that shit. It was tears.
I'm out here in the garage just dropping bombs, ripping,
Yeah.
and one of the neighbors he pulls into like guest parking or whatever.
God.
And I'm like,
You
okay,
be nosy than a mofo.
yeah. I was like, I know you can see me ripping. So I'm like, let me turn my back a little bit so you're not all in my business or
You
whatever. Not
like
that I
the
don't care because I'm in my garage.
right.
So I'm blowing heavy clouds, heavy
Yeah.
clouds. So he
Yeah.
gets out of his car and he's like, he asks a question that he already knows the
Mm.
answer to. You rip, bruh? You a ripper? And I'm like, I can't lie and be like, nah, after you just seen me
right.
ripping. I should have just hit the garage door and been like, just
Just slowly
that's what I should have did.
and held eye contact.
But I was like, yeah, I'm a ripper. Yeah, I be ripping. He was like, I got these Jeters. You want to get down? You want to rip?
Oh God.
And I'm like, I do, but I don't. But I was like, yeah, why not? Let's
Why
do it.
not? Yeah.
So give me like 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna go bring the old lady over. And I was like, fuck, this is not supposed to be
A party.
kumbaya sing
Yeah.
along.
What?
So he comes over, brings the old lady. He's like, here you go. And it gets my better judgment because you know me. I'm like, I usually smoke behind people, but I'm like,
Yeah.
we smokers, let's do this. My smoker brain clouded my logical brain. And I was like,
Mm.
we're just gonna be ripping behind each other. We're just gonna be smoking. Wasn't a Jeters by no means. It wasn't Jeters, but it was a Stizzy. Still cool. Still cool product.
Ah,
I was
God.
lit.
I
I was very lit.
I'm very impressed with a lot of you smokers who can acknowledge and recognize a strain of weed just by the sheer amount of consumption that you guys have consumed.
Boogie, I'm true to this. I'm not new to this.
Yeah, we know. We know. We know. We know.
So, I'm smoking and I'm definitely outpacing them because I had ground up, some banana OG, and I was like, since we out here, we might as well just be ripping. Let's just do
God.
this. And they're like, oh, we just wanted to get to know you. I can't really smoke like that. And I was like, if you can't smoke like that, don't step in my dojo.
Yeah.
Why are
Why
you
are you
here?
here? Right.
It's like,
I,
you interrupted my flow.
Right. Yeah. At the same time, that's me all day. I'd be like, hey, yeah, let me have a couple of those. And then I see you, I'd be like, hey, oh, hey, buddy.
It's too much. It's too much. So
Snoop Dogg, calm down, buddy.
as I start smoking, sometimes my laser like precision vision just be
Yeah.
I be locked in on shit. And I
Yeah.
locked in on the old lady's lip.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. I
Oh
was like, what
no.
is that? I was like, is that a pimple? Is that a sore? Because the
Uh
weather has changed. So I was like, I
yeah.
don't know what that is. So once I noticed it, I instantly was like, let me put this down, let me spark up my own, and let me ingest what I have to kill off any of whatever that stuff was.
That's weed math right now. You heard
And I also
about
said a
boy
prayer.
math. Yeah, boy math, girl math. That's weed math right there.
I said a prayer, and I was like, Jesus, I'm not even Catholic, and I was praying to every person I could
You
pray
was like, to
to.
the Father, to the Son, to the Holy Spirit.
I was like, yo, Buddha, Allah, everyone, please don't let nothing pop up on my face.
Oh,
And nothing did. And then they asked me a question that I didn't know how to answer this question.
okay.
It was like, so do you like D&D? And my mind was like, do not disturb. And they were just like,
You look like a D&D, not gonna lie. You look like a D&D kind of guy.
You're right. I had to put it together, and I was like, "Why are they laughing?" And it was like, "It's about magic." And I was like, "Oh, Dungeons and Dragons," and I was like, "Nah, that's not my thing." And it was like, "We got like 15 decks. We could teach you." And I was like, "Nah, that's not my thing." Because they kept trying to invite me, and I was like, "Nah, this is gonna stop right here. The
Right there.
garage. We're not really
Yeah.
gonna be entering each other's homes."
Yeah.
Because I know we're just not gonna. It's not the type of party. It's not the type
Yeah.
of party.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't nerd out to that point. Star Wars, Ninja Turtles, that sort of thing. But D&D, not my thing.
Mm.
Not my thing. They left. They went home. I had another beer, smoked some more, and I was like, I did my civic duty to
Yep.
speak to the new neighbors. So,
Yeah. All right. That's what's up. I
don't think
yeah,
I'll be
I
doing it again though.
yeah, I don't think you should, but but at least you tried. You reached out.
Yeah, actually, they reached out to me because I
Yeah.
wasn't going to invite them in.
Yeah,
I
good point.
was just like, damn. I was like, I wish I would have closed this garage sooner before you get out the truck. But,
Well, checking it out.
anyways, Bugs, I got a grinding of the gears.
You know what really grinds my gears?
It's weird to me, Boogie, when white people send me black blog stuff,
Ah.
and it's like, why are you on the black blogs? You
Ah.
know, excuse me. And I know a lot of sometimes they be trolling and hiding their profiles to make it seem like they are black or whatever. But I'm like, why are you, a white person who's not trolling, sending me stuff from Embrace Black Culture?
Ah.
You are not black. Why are you even on this blog site? And what was crazy, Boogie, was the the photo that was sent. I want to pull it up here because it was you were talking about boy math, girl math. It was about black math. And it was like, what
Ah.
is black math? It was
Interesting.
a whole equals something that can possibly be halved. He got a whole baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you've seen it. And to me, I was just like, why are you sending me this?
Mm.
I'm not going to respond to you. I'm gonna talk about it on the podcast. But it was really one of those things that was just, I was scratching my head. I asked a couple of the homies, I was like, do y'all get offended? And they're like, it depends on what it is.
Yeah.
I sent the said meme and it was like, why is she in black people's business? Is what was said. And I was like, we got to do a better job of gatekeeping. We got to do a better job. They should not even be knowing what black math is. They should be like, black math? Is that on Black Fridays? They should not know what the hell black math is. Like it's crazy to me. So it just kind of bothered me, grinded my gears to speak. Stop doing that, white people. Cut it out.
It
Unless it's something to my bad.
yeah.
Go ahead, Boogie. I don't cut you
No,
off.
no, no. You're good. I think it's they want to join, the reindeer games. They want to be involved in, everything that they aren't in. They want to be included, if you will.
I mean, there's some type of casserole blog or pop this or whatever. I don't know. I don't be on white blogs like that, but I'm sure there's something for them on their side. I'm sure the Swifties have some place that they can go to, the
Mm-hmm.
shade room white or something. I don't know, the clear room, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure there's something for them. And I don't want to be like, white people, you can't send anything to me. I'm not saying that because you might actually have a Black history fact that I don't know. I'm okay with that, especially if you're well into your histories. But this is one of those things where I was like, yeah, you kind of got to know what to send and what not to send. And this to me is a what not to send to a black person. At least me. At least
Tears
me.
true. Tears true.
But that concludes my grinding of the gears. Let's get to paying some bills, and we'll be right back with news you can or cannot use.
But I thought we were doing tips.
Oh wait! You're right.
You
Oh
moved
yeah. I moved
too
up.
fast.
Sometimes
A little too fast.
we be jumping the gun a little bit. You're absolutely correct, Bugs. Thank you for holding me accountable.
No
I
problem.
appreciate that.
I'm here.
This is the portion of the show that we don't usually skip, so pardon me for that. But tip of the hat, I'd like to shout out folks who are doing dope things in the communities.
I'm tipping my hat.
Boogie, who you tipping to this week?
I'm tipping to the GOAT of gymnastics because I feel like we should just throw her name out there. She is the GOAT of gymnastics. Making history once again, Simone Biles wins 20th World Championships gold medal as she leads the U.S. women's gymnastic team to the 7th consecutive world title. If you didn't know, Simone Biles has another
one.
And another one. And she has now, I believe, 2. It might be 3. I think it's 2. 2 moves named after her. The Simone Biles 1 and the Simone Biles 2. Just because she is that girl. And the fact that she took a break. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah, she did.
She took a break, and it was a lot of naysayers who thought, she took a break, she got married, she lived her life for a little bit, and there was a lot of naysayers that said, that break was very detrimental to her, and she, you got to keep going, but clearly she has proven that wrong. So
what's so dope about her? Yeah, I did not know this, but she takes a penalty every time she goes out there because her coach stands out there because the moves that she does are so damn difficult.
Yeah.
No one else can do it. He's just there as like a brace because apparently you could throw some ligaments out of some bones out of sockets and
you could hurt
all
yourself.
types of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And she is so good. They're like, we don't care. We will take the penalty because we're still gonna smoke y'all. So
dope. So shout out to her. Who do you have for your tip?
I am going to tip mine to Anthony Nesty. He has became the first Black U.S. swimming head coach for the Olympic team. This is dope. Brother is a swimming prodigy. He won Olympic gold medalist in the 100-meter butterfly in the 1988 Olympics. Nice. Apparently, he beat someone he was not supposed to beat, so that has led to him being a swimming legend, currently the head coach of University of Florida swim team. So this is epic that he gets to lead the men to gold this next Olympics in France. So
that's what's up.
Shout out to that brother.
Yeah.
Now we can pay some bills, and then we'll be back for news you can or can't use.
Let's do it.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm just over here polishing up my black watch. A lot of y'all know I'm an avid collector of watches. I got at least 9 of them things in my collection, and the one that I get the most compliments on has got to be my black watch. I got to tell y'all, black watches, they have really put a lot of time and detail into their product. I gotta tell you, from the watch face all the way down to the band made of genuine leather. I know it's genuine, but I like seeing genuine. They really have outdone themselves. So fellas, ladies, if you're looking to upgrade your watch style, definitely check out the good folks over there at Black Watches. They Black owned. You know you want to support a Black owned watch company. And because, they rocking with the podcast, they've, hooked you guys up with a promo code. That's right, a promo code. They'll give you 20% off of your order when you head over to blackwatches.com. That's right, blackwatches.com, BLAK watches.com, and make sure you use that promo code Late Night WNA. Come on, support the Black Watches. Now back to the podcast. All right. right, first up for news you can or can't use. A dirty 30 gone wrong. A woman celebrating her birthday at Disney World says she got a painful wedgie and severe vaginal lacerations
Ouch.
after riding the Coochie Blaster water slide. She files a $50,000 lawsuit. It's actually not called the Coochie Blaster, by the way.
God.
It says in October.
Yeah, it should be.
It might as well be at this point. It says in October of 2019, Emma McGinnis was celebrating her 30th birthday at Walt Disney World when she got on the water slide and experienced a painful wedgie and severe vaginal lacerations. On Wednesday, September 27th, she filed a lawsuit over the Typhoon Lagoon water park incident where she took on the Humunga Cowabunga water slide, or the Coochie Blaster,
Interesting.
which Disney says put riders in enclosed body slides, sends them on a 214-foot drop in the dark, then sprays their legs with a surprise ending. It's a terrible way of wording this. It says tragically for McGinnis, who was wearing a full coverage, a one piece, she had a painful ending despite listening to the ride operators who told her to assume the appropriate position. Terrible wording when going down a slide. And to cross her ankles at the top of the slide. The complaint says when the rider reaches the bottom of the slide and travels into the pool of water designated to stop further travel, the force of the water pushed loose her garments and then sent said garments into her anatomy, causing the wedgie.
In her anatomy? Come on, yo.
I'm telling you, they need to, whoever writes these stories is
throw them away. Let them go.
Journalism school. It says for the woman, the risk of a painful wedgie is more common and more serious than it is for men. As McGinnis neared the end of the slide, her body lifted and went airborne, slamming her downward against the slide, increasing the likelihood of her legs becoming uncrossed and or exposing her to injury. It says the impact of the slide and her impact into the standing water caused her clothing to be painfully forced between her legs for the water to violently be forced inside of her. She experienced immediate and severe pain internally, and as she stood up, blood rushed down her legs. She was taken to the hospital and then sent to another for repair of her gynecological injuries by a specialist. Need to work on their writing. Says she ultimately suffered severe and permanent bodily injury, including severe vaginal lacerations, a full thickness laceration causing her bowels to protrude through her abdominal wall, and damage to her internal organs. It says her and her husband are now suing Disney for over $50,000, claiming negligence and the loss of consortium. What does that mean? Let me see what consortium means. Let's see what that means.
I bet it's not good.
So, what says you, Boogie? Well, I looked this. So let's see. This says an association.
I don't rock with Disney World, Disneyland, theme parks.
Oh, but hold that thought. So that means they couldn't have sex, basically.
I mean, I could have told you that. Some lips got lacerated.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to go to Pound Town after they've had their bowels hanging out and pushed through their abdominal wall. Nobody wants to have sex then, bro.
Yeah, that's a pass on that one, man. I hope she get this money. It's terrible to hear. It's a terrible story, but unfortunately, things like this has to happen in order to change to happen. Sorry, that's just the truth of the matter.
She walks so others can fly.
That's really what it is, man. I don't do water parks. I think I've been to one water park, if that.
As a youth, I did, but not in my adult life. It's just too much of a cesspool. I'm like,
I'm okay. I'm okay. But
what were you saying? Because you said you were you don't really rock with Disney. So what was?
No. I don't really rock with amusement parks. I went to Disney, whichever the one that's in Cali.
Disneyland.
Yeah, I went to Disneyland when I was a kid. But if
Disney
you go
World.
now as a whole ass adult, um, probably wouldn't.
If Disney did like a no kid day, then I would be like, yo, let's go. Adults only in the park.
Right.
I would probably be more inclined to go. But I've not been back to Disney World since I got my ass whooped there. Like
Huh.
I've told that story on this podcast. But me and my little brother got lost and we got our asses whooped at the happiest place on earth.
Mm.
And after that ass whoop, I was like, let's get some ice cream. I was like, you can't whoop my ass and then give me ice cream at Disney World. That's not how that works.
Yeah, that
But
isn't.
no, for one, I think the lawsuit you got to be suing for way more than $50,000. You had severe vaginal lacerations. Your bowels was pressed through your abdominal wall. All just weird stuff.
Mm.
It's kind of like when McDonald's was giving people coffee that they knew was gonna scald people. Like I gotta
Ooh.
think like y'all know that it's 214 foot drop. You got to know that people are flying down here. I'm just going to assume probably 45 miles an hour. I'm just throwing a number out here, but it's got to be fast enough to where her legs or your body was able to lift up, legs uncrossed, and water be pushed up like that with a one piece on too. Come on, man.
But people like that. People like those type of slides.
They do.
You know, listen, you gotta maybe they gotta change the attire. You gotta wear jeans or something. You gotta
They're
have
gonna be in
extra padding or something.
those parachutes, those skydiving suits, what they're gonna be putting them on, the Sky
Yeah.
Zone and shit. I don't know. I've been to water parks where you've gone down and done that, but it wasn't
Mhm.
enclosed like that. It's
Yeah.
the ones where, back in the day where you could legit fly up off them things. So my thought process is I would think enclosing it would make it safer, but we're seeing that it's
I
not.
don't like the enclosed slides either, because especially when they don't have those little window, it's dark as hell. I'm cool.
Oh yeah.
That's not fun for me. I'm a scary cat.
You
That's
be in there
not
having a
fun.
panic attack.
Man, I don't do darkness. I don't even sleep in pitch black darkness. So
Okay, what if it's the ones like a club? You going through the slide, and it's you can see, you can hear music and everything, so you can kind of see where the channel is. Or you still like it's a no?
that's not fun for me. So so yeah.
I think the thing about water parks for me is you're having so much fun in the main park. Then I got to
Mm,
take time to go and put on swim trunks and everything. And then I got to go stand in another long ass line with wet people all around me.
ass.
I'm out here cold. You can't really eat anything because you got to wait 20 minutes to get back into the pool. It's
Yeah.
a whole lot. And then if you don't pack properly, you got to carry wet
Wet
clothes or
clothes.
put them in a
Not me.
locker. It's just too
Not me,
much.
dog. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the last time that I ever went to Six Flags and then went to the water park as well. Like I didn't do that. That wasn't a thing. It was either
Yeah.
I'm going to Six Flags or I'm going to Six Flags because I didn't go to the water park. So
We had Six Flags.
that's it.
At this point, they got to put a sign up. They got to
Yeah.
put a sign up and be like, "Hey, you might get some bodily injuries, or
I think
just
they have signs.
turn the water down." There's probably a sign there that says, "Hey, if you ride this, there could be some type of injury." But this is also why they tell you to,
Yeah.
cross. But they probably don't expect the forest to uncross you.
Uncross you as well as uncross your legs too. Open them, spread it wide.
she was busting it open on the slide in the worst
Man.
ways.
Oh God.
Oh man. But I do hope that again, I don't know who their lawyer is, but this to me with the kind of bodily injuries that she had, you guys are kind of shooting kind of low. It's Disney. This should be like a
Yeah.
1.5 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I just feel bad because she probably had to take pictures
Yeah. I mean,
of those
it
injuries.
was bad when they had to send you from one hospital to another. It's like, oh no, we don't even have the tools.
They was like, damn, we can't handle that. Nah.
we got a helipad. We're gonna fly you over.
Man.
Like, that's when you know. In my mind, if I show up to the ER and you're like, we got to send you to another hospital, I'm gonna die. I'm going to die because I'm in the emergency room right now. Don't fly me someplace else. You should
Well,
take care of this.
you know, if there's a positive note, I hope she gets a check, as well as I hope she gets a reconstructed, new, fresh,
Fresh to the lips.
vagine. Yeah.
Fresh to the lips. Yo, I don't. There's no real way to transition to this, but let's get to the next ad. And we'll be
I mean,
right
I think you did a great job. Thanks. Hey, y'all, we're going to take a quick pause from this episode to tell you about our next sponsor, Rose Vogue Styling. Let Rose Vogue Styling help you change the way you see yourself. Their mission is to empower you to build your confidence and look fly while doing it. They offer personal styling, shopping, and closet auditing. They need to come to my closet because it's a hot ass mess, okay? They also have an online boutique store full of pieces that will give your outfit life and have you looking right. Pieces like earrings, that's what I have on now, here, right here, necklaces, purses, rings, just to name a few, okay? Right now, our subscribers, our listeners, our watchers, you can get 20% off when you use the code late night, okay? LATENITE. Go on over to their IG. It's Rose Vogue Styling, at Rose Vogue Styling. Easy. Everybody knows that, okay? Let Rose Vogue Styling style you for your next event, or simply just help you enhance the pieces that you already have in your closet. Wow. Style is a choice. Upgrade yours with Rose Vogue Styling. Again, you can get 20% off if you use our code late night, okay? LATENITE. Support a black business, okay? Support us. When you support them, you're supporting us, okay? Now let's get back to the show.
Topic number 2 is a crazy one because it's happened to.
What? Look at this man's mugshot. That's a. Sorry, go ahead.
For those of you who are listening, the mugshot that Boogie speaks of, the gentleman's looking like, yeah, I done it, and I do it again.
He like, man, take this motherfucking picture real quick. Take this picture.
But the situation is something that a lot of us have experienced or are experiencing more and more now that movie theaters have kind of like pick your own seats, or however they're doing this. It says there was a fight that turned violent. Well, obviously most fights do. The Broward County Sheriff's Office released a video of the incident, which had Jesse Montez Thornton II, 27 years old, attacking Mark Cohen, who's 63, in an AMC theater in Pompano Beach, Florida. According to Cohen, he bought VIP tickets with advanced seating for himself and his wife, which is what he told officials. Unfortunately, things took a turn for the worse when Cohen noticed Thornton and another woman were sitting in his seats. Cohen politely asked him to move, but Thornton allegedly responded with hostility. The video footage shows Thornton getting in Cohen's face, causing Cohen to lose his balance on the theater steps. Moments later, the situation escalated into a physical confrontation, with Thornton repeatedly punching Cohen in the face after Cohen fell. The attack was described by the sheriff's office as callous, and Cohen suffered injuries to his head and face. He's been transferred to the hospital for treatment. Thornton and the woman he was with quickly left the scene, but after a 2-month investigation, they were apprehended in Fort Lauderdale. He's currently facing charges of aggravated battery with great bodily harm. He's taken to jail. So, Boogie, I know you go to the movies every once in a blue moon. Has this happened to you? Have you either purchased seats, someone's been there, or have you been sitting in someone's seats before? And how did it end?
I'm actually getting ready to have that experience.
Oh, what you going to see?
Beyonce's
Oh, yeah, that's right. She
concert. I don't know if you know this. I can't get enough of her. She decided
kinda
to
knew.
release the visuals of the concert that I went to go see. And see, I'm always surprised and amused at moviegoers and people in general who decide to take it on their own account to tap and try and resolve an issue with strangers. My first thing when I notice, if I go and see seats, I go, give me a second. Let me go get an attendant. Cause I'm not about to, I'm not arguing with anyone. Like that's number one. I'm not doing that. And, just by the look of the mugshots, the gentleman he doesn't look 27, first off.
Yeah, looks a little bit older.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he has some type of common sense. I would have been like, he must have been on a date
He was.
because clearly he didn't want to admit that this is my girl or anything, because the story from the story that you read, it was just, and the woman that he was with, so that was clearly a date. So either he felt empowered that he needed to do this because he was on a date. But my guy, this is movie theaters. Now, I appreciate the fact that movie theaters are now doing selected seats,
Mhm.
assigned seats, I should say that. But yeah, you gotta go to attendant, my man. You gotta reach out to an attendant. All this fighting for the seats, especially when that's an older couple. Come
Yeah.
on, bro.
See, this is the thing where one, buddy, you gotta respect your elders. You
Yeah,
gotta respect your elders. You were clearly in the wrong. You were in their seats. So, I mean, I don't understand why you were fighting said
yeah,
individual for their seats.
yeah,
Maybe if I'm sitting in your seat and I'm giving you a little bit of static, okay, we
yeah,
might be able to have a conversation.
yeah.
But you were 100%
In the
in the
wrong.
wrong here.
Yeah.
Um, if this is me, I've been in this situation on
Okay.
numerous occasions. You gotta feel it out. Gotta read the room.
Ah.
I gotta know. I gotta know if I can beat you. Can I whoop your ass? Can I get you? That's
So that's why
that's
he
kind of
was
what
like,
goes
"Mm,
into my mind. And
I
it's
can't. I
also
can't. Sorry.
it's one of those things, Boogie, where it's like, hey, excuse me, do you mind just scooching? I got 6 and 7. Those are mine. It's a simple, hey.
Yeah.
And then if you kind of give some pushback, then it's okay, I'm gonna attend it. But it also depends. It depends on who else is in here. Because oftentimes I've been sitting in someone's seat before, and they're like, "Where's your seats at?" "Oh no, they're just right here." "We'll take your seats." "No, don't worry about it." So
Yeah.
sometimes that does happen. If it's a situation like that where you're in my seats and I see, "Oh, there's some better ones over here," I'm just gonna move over here. It really depends on what it is. But for these being VIP seats, these are the
Yeah.
VIP.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, you can't be in my VIP seats, man.
You
You
can't.
gotta get up out of here.
Yeah. I hope he got his ass whooped in the prison or something, just for whooping an older man. Like, come on,
Yeah,
man.
you can't do that. But I do think that I do appreciate them having reserved seats. They got to get back to having attendance in the
Of
actual
course,
theaters.
that's because they're short staffed. Come on, ain't
Like
nobody
that's what
going to
they should do.
see
Yeah,
it.
that makes sense. I remember I used to work in a movie theater back in the 1900s,
Oh,
you
okay.
know, one of the greatest jobs in the world, mind you. If you're a teenager, go work at a movie theater. It's so
Yeah.
much fun. But we would always be in there. Oh, I can't find my seats. Okay, it's right here. And there you go. They need somebody in there so that way, if someone is in folks' seats when you shouldn't be there, yo, this flashlight,
It's an
boom,
easy
get up
fix.
out of here.
And generally speaking, a lot of theaters now, they actually have police on site. They'll have, or
That's
let me
true.
not say police. Let me say
Security.
security. Security on site, not top flight,
Yeah, it's top flight. Be up in there. I went to the movies like 2 weeks ago. And they never checked bags. It was like, yeah, we need y'all to open up these bags. And I was like, when y'all start doing this? I was like, y'all don't have a bag policy. And I was like, somebody must have snuck something in here. They went to Burger King or whatever. And now you got to
Mhm.
check everybody's bag when you come up in here.
I mean,
So,
also, people memory is so short. People
yeah.
forget, a few years ago, people were pew pewing.
They were. And for that reason, I'm always like, where are the exits at? I'm
Yeah.
always looking like, I hate movie theaters where it's like one way in and we
Oof.
all have to walk out. I need
Yeah. Yeah.
two exits in case I gotta get a break. There's one at the top, one on the side. I gotta
Yeah.
know where everything is at, like just
Agreed.
in case.
Yeah.
And I will play dead. I will be
Ugh.
like, ooh, I'm dead.
They're gonna be like, my man, I just saw you pull your glasses back.
Nope, I'm dead. But anyways, I hope that homie doesn't do this. Just buy your seats, bro.
That's
Just buy
it.
the seats that you want, and he don't have to go through
Was he trying to sneak in a double feature or something? Like,
conspiracy. Put the conspiracy hoodie on, Boogie. You know that very well could be why he did it, or he could be like, "Hey, baby girl, I'm taking you places. There go the Vips. Let's just." 'Cause people do it all the time,
yeah,
Boogie. What is it? Sporting events,
yep,
concerts. There will
yep.
always be that one person who gets seats a little bit higher up and was like, "Ain't nobody there. Let's go take their seat." And that person shows up, and you looking stupid. So
I'm that stickler where I'm like, I'm sitting on my side seats, and if I want to get any closer, then guess what? I have to save a little bit more money.
exactly.
So.
Okay, let me ask you this question, Boogie. What if it's a mom and she's got like 3 kids and they're
I
in
don't
your seat?
care.
Do you be like, "Yo, I don't care.
Nope.
Get out my
I'm
seats."
not gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna be like, excuse me 1 second. Let me go to the attendant. So I'm sorry. That's not me. That's not my forte whatsoever. I do not do that unless there nope. I'm trying to think about it. Cause I
You're so
remember,
non-confrontational, Bugs.
yeah, because I like to save my confrontation for when it
Okay.
actually matters. I remember I remember before I deem myself floor seat boogie. I was
Yo, I
in
like that. I like that.
but before that, I had some regular degular seats for this J. Cole concert, and there were people in my seats, and it was pretty decent seats, but it wasn't on the floor. But I definitely was like, let me count 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, okay, those are my seats. They're definitely in there. I turned my ass right around. I was like, hey, my man, uh, I got somebody in my seats. Can you just confirm for me these seats are my
Yo.
seats? Because I don't know how someone's gonna
This is true.
come. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna react to
That's very
me
true.
saying, "Hey, pardon me. Hey, excuse me. You're actually sitting in my seats." You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially nowadays because people are there's not
I'm not
wrapped.
taking chances. I'm
Yeah,
not taking it.
wrapped tightly these
I'm not
days.
doing
So
it.
it's like you get your ass whooped over saying "excuse me," so or not saying "excuse me." So it's just like, yo, I would rather. I get your
Yeah,
point.
not doing it.
I do get your point.
You do?
Yeah. Shout out to Baltimore. I do. Yeah. So just
I,
let cooler heads prevail, y'all.
yeah,
Just
and
take it easy.
I was about to say, I've done that before. I've accidentally sat in somebody else's seats, and I was like, "Oh shit, my bad. I'm uh the chair over. My bad. I didn't even pay attention. I counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's not me. Oh, my bad. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, I've sat in the row, and when it's been like, okay, let me move over. I've done that. I moved to the other row because one, it is dark as hell in there, and you be
Yeah,
like, you can't see,
yeah.
So it's like, all right, my bad. I'm never gonna be a person to be like, yeah, I'm gonna fight you over these seats. Like it is,
No, I ain't
we gonna see the
moving.
same movie, bro.
Right?
Like
What? I'm not
it
doing that.
is not that serious. Let's keep it rolling here. Y'all know what time it is. Time for y'all niggas is tripping.
Y'all niggas tripping.
Bug, who's tripping for you this week?
My young niggas is tripping. Is going out to Jimmy 3000 buckets.
You gonna do it?
Outcast.
You gonna do it?
Tonight will be the night when I will find you. Hey, during the Miami press conference, Jimmy Butler decided to 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 come out and showcase a new hairstyle. I will give it to him for him being bold and taking those great risks hairstyles, because Jimmy
Yeah.
has a number of hairstyles. If you go into his images in Google him, but he decided to come out with a Dominican blowout, and he also debuted his piercings as well, and he said, he's on his emo ish.
There he
So
is. Oh, he's a Fallout Boy, Green Day. He's
Yeah.
like, them was my bands, and they was y'all's too.
I mean, I ain't gonna
All right.
lie. I was a Paramore fanatic.
Still
You
got
know,
bops. They
yeah,
still bang.
they still do. Shout out to Paramore. They about to release a new album.
It's one of those things where Jimmy doesn't take himself too seriously, and you
That's
can
what's
see
up.
that from the last year, him even being a ball boy at the U.S.
Yeah.
Open. So he's a lovable character. I don't want to call him a character, but he's a lovable guy, and he's leaning into the fact that they did not get
Dame.
Dame.
Yeah.
So I'm emotional. I think he would have been better off pulling a Carl Thomas. He should have hit him with the "I'm emotional."
He should have hit him with a turtleneck. Yeah, with his basketball shorts on.
That's what he should have did. Like, what are you giving us? He's like, I'm depressed. I'm depressed because Dame is going to Milwaukee.
I mean, but he
That's what
is
he should have hit him
depressed.
with.
That's why he's on his emo. So
That's also true too.
yeah, but he's tripping with that hairstyle. But I get it. It had a little movement to him, so respect.
That bang.
Mhm.
I want to know how long he had to sit in that chair to get that unit, to get that piece kind of put in. And honestly, you know what? If you're going to do this, if you're going to do this for press day or whatever, why not just go all out? Just do it for the whole season. Just emo Jimmy, just be yoking on people.
He gonna sweat it out, so he can only do it for press day. So good for him, because those pictures are gonna be with him the whole entire season.
Yeah, I know they was roasting his ass in the locker room, so
Yep. Who do you got for your niggas is tripping?
My niggas is tripping is I was just scrolling and I saw this hilarious pic. And I was just like, why? Like, what is wrong with you? It says, I brought the artillery. And it says, the illegal U-turn shaboing boing is going crazy. And for those of you who are listening, there's two plates here. Looks like some brats on one plate. And on the other plate, it looks like a little, smoked sausage.
Yeah.
But these folks decided not to cut the smoked sausage like normal people. We're just going to Lady and the Tramp this thing, and we're going to kind of extendo clip this thing into these two buns. And it's like, I love the creativity, but why? Why not just put a third bun there and you could have, 3 hot dogs here or 3 smoked sausages? Why are y'all doing this? Because why?
They wanted to do a sea glizzy, so
I just, even when I'm like, well, how do you eat that? You just keep eating. I'm gonna hold this in, and then when it's just going, it's too much meat,
double
not enough
fisting.
bread.
Yeah,
It's just do better, y'all. Y'all niggas is tripping. Just tripping.
Well, that's too much.
Yeah, it's too much going on there with the sausage. It's just like I borderline want to see who's eating that. I really want to know. I really want to know. Not only
That's a brave soul, whoever decides to do that.
Not only that, because old black people, they get really irritated when they see stuff like that. I would have loved to have seen that full video, because I know there's an old auntie or uncle somewhere. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Why would you do that? I just really wish we could have got the full video. I want to know the aftermath. But
instant meme. Whoever.
It was funny because I was cracking up. That whole thread, everyone, we were just all scratching our heads. It was just like, what is wrong with y'all? And I know this was someone who they're a youngin, because nobody in their 30s would do this. This is a
not at
youngin.
all. You will not catch me. You just asking for a camera phone to be in your face.
You're asking to be ridiculed on Beyonce's internet, and I don't have time for that. I don't. I the last couple of weeks I've been fighting for my life in the internet streets, and I am done, Boogie. I'm done.
Good luck with that.
Let's get to this final ad, and we'll be right back.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? A lot of y'all hit me up like, Nate, you super chill. You super laid back all the time. Brother, you gotta be on something. Well, y'all are right. I'm off them chummies edibles, and y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a smoker. I don't really mess with the eddies like that. Because let's be real, a lot of them are hit or miss. There's either no juice or you're feeling like a zombie. The good folks over there at Chummies, well, they out here trying to change the edible game. And I got to tell you, they got some phenomenal products. They sent me over some of their traditional edibles, and man, them things are hitting. But they don't only got edibles. They got juice. They got your gummies. They got your chocolate bars. Whatever you like, they got it. Y'all, do me a favor. Go over to their Instagram page. It's Chummies_edibles. And get yourself some good stuff. And when you're out there, filling up your cart, make sure you use that promo code 21Chummy. That's right. They rocking with the podcast, and because they rocking with us, they rocking with y'all. So they're going to take care of y'all by giving y'all 10% off of your first order. So again, use that promo code 21Chummy to get 10% off your edibles. All right, y'all, let's get back to the podcast.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
As I am looking for the final topic, Boogie, did you get hit with the alert that
Yeah, I did.
everyone was?
I did.
I didn't get it. I didn't. My phone wasn't going off. Like, I was actually on the phone with my mom, and I was thinking that after I hung up the phone, then it kind of popped up, but it wasn't like ringing or nothing. I was like,
maybe that's a droid defect. I don't know.
There will be no Android slander.
Oh, my bad.
On this podcast. All right, for the final topic, Sukiyana says a real man that's secure with himself will throw that ass in a circle in the club.
Throw that ass in a circle.
Hey.
Throw that ass in a circle.
Hey. I like to think of myself as being a real man that's very secure and comfortable with myself. I'm going to say cap.
That's a capster here.
I am not throwing anything in a circle at all. I'm not judging those who do, because I feel like you can be. I'm not gonna say she's wrong, because you can be very secure in yourself. I've twerked on some ways before. We've all been out here in the club drunk. Hey, a little twerk.
Yeah,
it's not throwing it in a circle, but you're still comfortable enough to twerk on some ladies. I think honestly, I enjoy twerking on ladies. It is so much, and they be getting into it too. It'd be so much fun. Y'all be like, hey, let's get it.
Yeah.
But don't hype me up and throw it in a circle though.
Yeah, I think that's appropriate for men that know how to dance, that are actual like dancers. You know what I'm saying? But majority of the male specimens, when they go in a club, they are not throwing anything. The only thing that they might be throwing is a hand up to reach the bartender. You know what I'm saying? Throw a finger up, or they might throw, if you're lucky, a couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying? they might fly, throw a couple, splurge a little dollars out in the air. But outside of that, no throwing of the ass.
Yeah. Depending on what club you go to, most clubs, we're not doing that.
Point. Valid point there, mister. Valid point.
I think it goes as far as you're dancing with the ladies, a light twerk. Hey, we all partying. That's where a little grind here or there. What is it? The little Jamaican dirty wine. How they be doing.
That's true.
They be doing that vigorous.
Yes.
Niggas might do that, but there is no throwing it in a circle.
Yeah.
Honestly, If I were in a club, I don't think niggas would know how to react if they saw a nigga throwing his ass in a circle.
Just I don't think they
would know. I don't think they know how to act.
I'm glad we're talking about this, because club culture has been a great conversation.
It's changed.
Clubs in general, like we're not going to clubs anymore. We're going to lounges and day parties. That is it.
Very true.
I'm not clubbing. Who am I clubbing for? When club starts, typically around 11 o'clock p.m. they start. That's when they open the doors. 10, 11. Who am I deciding to my nap's over. Let me wait 8 more hours to go to the club. No, thank you.
I'm getting tired of thinking about it. He was like, "Oh, club opens at 11." I was like, "Whoa, 11." I'm trying to be like, "All right, so we
Yeah.
leaving? we
Right.
headed home? What are
Oh
we
my
doing?"
God. Well, no, I will say, like, I've been out typically, and I'm like, all right, it's 12:30. Let me start to get myself together to 12:31. But I'm not leaving out. Like, if I'm not out already,
Right.
I'm not going out. It's in for
Pretty
me.
much. That is like when you're talking to 30-year-olds, there's telltale signs. It's like, we
Yeah.
out? Okay, we out here.
All right.
The ladies, that
Yeah.
bra comes off, you're not
Yep.
going back out.
No.
Fellas, you sit on that couch, you're not going back out. Like, there's telltale signs where it's just like, we are in the house.
Yeah.
And when I was last time I was in Atlanta, hanging out with the youngins, the young
Yeah.
nieces and nephews,
Yeah.
and I was like, y'all do this every night?
Yeah,
I was like,
we did that every night.
this
I
is
I
very
think
true.
there has to be a season. Like, every season you have to grow and understand. Yes, I understand there are moments in my life right now where, guess what? If we're keeping the party going, yes, I'm going to go to a club. If that is what we're doing.
Right.
So in the whole itinerary, but overall, I'm not making that an actual plan if that's not part of what we're currently doing right now. Like, that's not what I'm doing anymore.
That would have had to have already been a part
Yeah.
of the said plan
Yes.
dinner, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna go stop at this lovely
Yeah.
entertainment place over here.
Yeah.
It's called a club.
Yeah.
Then yes, but if it's just
We
we're
going
trying
to
to
the
figure it
club,
out,
y'all. Let's pregame. We about to go to no. I remember those days. I don't want to, like, those are days to reminisce on, not to keep doing.
I need a solid plan. And if there's no solid plan, it's like, yeah, we're not doing this. But I'm like I said, I don't disagree with her. You're secure in yourself, but I don't see many men who are, even you could be the most manliest of men. I don't see you throwing it in a circle at all. Like I said, might be like a little twerk, you might dirty wine on
Yeah.
the ladies, but you're not throwing it in a circle. Come on, we're just not doing that.
But I believe Sukiana is in her 30s. Is she?
Quite possibly. But this is also the long lady who said she likes eating niggas' asses. So eat a nigga's ass. Eat the nigga's ass. So
All right. Well, yeah. Good for her. If that's, I hope she finds that real man.
Hey, I'm sure he's out there. I don't know if this was indicative of her looking for him. I just think she was just saying, hey, if you secure in yourself, you should have no problem. But I don't know. I don't want to put words in her mouth.
True.
I
True that.
don't want
True
to
that.
do that.
True to that.
Bugs, we are coming to the end of another great episode. It is time for Nothing Blunt Facts.
All right.
I know some of you are like, what is nothing but facts, Nate? It's sometimes where you might get hit with a gut punch, like, dang, Nate, you was really blunt. Or it could be, dang, this nigga is really high. So here we go.
A little bit of both.
Just because you lived a good life doesn't mean it can't come to a short end.
All right.
Just because you live a good life
This guy
doesn't mean it can't come to a short end. Thugnificent said that. And what I believe Thugnificent was saying is, hey, mind your business. Sometimes you could be out here in some situations that you ain't got no business being in, and it could be to your detriment. Continue to live your good life and just keep on minding your business.
Okay.
That has been this week's Nothing Blunt Facts. Like, subscribe on all of your podcast platforms. We appreciate all of y'all, especially the day ones who are on SoundCloud. Y'all continue to hold us down every time we drop, so we appreciate y'all. What do you got for these good peoples, Boogie?
What do I have? Thank you so much. Each and every time we get likes, comments, another subscriber, tell a friend to tell a friend that this is your favorite podcast. And don't forget to smash that bell so you can be notified as soon as the content drop. Thank you so much for enduring my sick horse ass.
You really sound that bad.
I see, I know how I sound, but the listeners are probably like, yeah, this is
a little raspy.
This is a normal Adrian voice. Okay.
I was about to be like, yo, you was on the tequilas because you kind of had that little tequila rap. So I was like, hey, Judgment Free Zone, it's a little Thursday, pull it up, Thursdays.
I might get a beverage after this. So.
Hey, nothing wrong with getting the beverages. We will be back for another dope epi next week. I'm going to homecoming this weekend, so I hope to have some good stories for you guys. Hopefully there's no shenanigans, but I will
there's always gonna be shenanigans.
Hey, if they will shenan, I'm gonna gan. So I try. Sometimes you
gotta go for it.
See if it goes in. But anyways, I am Nate Calloway.
And I'm Adrian Brady, bro.
Thank y'all for tuning in. This has been a dope ass episode of your favorite late night podcast that we sometimes shoot